What we got to do on these Dodges, these early model Dodges, you can see that the outside of the car was green, yet on the inside of the car, can you see that, Charles? Okay, it was a different color. Okay, so if it was green, it would be a dark green. You see what I'm saying? Okay, that would offset the interior. But on the other hand, this was light green. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you open the door, it looked like this was a clad panel that actually went on there. Okay. And then, of course, you can't even see it with this seat in there, but the bottom of that door is green, and you only see about maybe that much. And then you got the top molding clad that goes on there. Can you see that over there? Yeah. Yeah, that's green, okay? So, in his car, now we got four corner pieces, dash pieces that we got to paint, and some other little pieces, which Charlie hasn't sanded yet, but he will, because hopefully we'll be able to paint those today, Charlie.
Okay.
Now, what we got to do is Charlie had sanded the whole jam, which is great. I appreciate that, because he probably got confused where the cutoff line was. And it's right here, if you look at all these holes, Charlie. Okay, it's right here. And, okay, where the rubber actually will cut it off, see? So we got to paint this part of it light blue, and the rest of it will be wrapped with green. So that's actually a 3-stage paint job, bud. I got to paint this first. Okay. Then I got to come back and paint all this. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Then I got to clear coat that. Okay. Then we're going to hang the doors, because on this particular job, we're going to paint all the inside of our parts first. Then we're going to hang everything. Then we're going to paint all the outside. Okay. We got to paint these little pieces here. Okay. Now this is the inside upper piece. Now the lower piece that I wanted to show you is very important. Stand over there and zoom in on that, Charlie. Now, if you see this little piece right here, can you see that, Charlie? Yeah. Where Charlie had sanded that, that actually lines up with the bottom piece on the doors. And that has to be painted light blue. Okay? You will never see that piece. You're only going to see this much of that piece. Guess what hides that, Charlie?
Back seat.
The back seat. So why should I go ahead and paint all that, bud? Why should I paint all that when you only see this much? Why should I?
Because that's the right way to do it.
Why else, though, bud? That's a good answer. That's the answer. That's the main answer. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the frickin' owner will come over and say, "Why did you only paint half that?" But you don't see it, though. That, you know, what the hell? Why are we wasting our time and money? But you don't see it. I don't care if you don't see it. That's the correct way to do it. So you're right, Charlie. That's the correct way to do it. Whether the owner sees it or not. So we could sleep better at night, knowing that we did not fuck the guy in the fucking ass, okay? Like some people do right here, see? On the way to the paint side of the situation, we had to custom mix the paint, okay? These type of people are very, 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 very picky people, bud. Do you understand that, Charlie? Yeah. They're very picky, they're very meticulous. I have already painted several pieces for this guy. And he literally took some of the pieces I painted, which wasn't my fault, okay? I mean, he's the one that gave me the color. He's the one that said, match the paint exactly to this, okay? He took the piece that he had, which was part of his dash, and literally threw it against the wall. Threw it against the fucking wall, right here, look here, just like this, okay? And, you know, you're talking 1968 pieces, threw them against the wall. What do you think happened? It broke. So he had to go out on the internet searching for parts to buy the new piece, and he finally found the pieces that he broke cost him almost $1,300 because he was mad that it was not the correct 100% fucking color. That's what you deal with at my fucking shop when you deal with concourse restoration. That's why we try to do it right the first time, Charlie. So we have actually mixed 10 different quarts of paint to get the color that he actually agrees with. I specifically told him, Mr. GTS, let me tell you what, when I paint this thing, I am not repainting it. So, I hope it's the right color. Okay? So we go ahead and mix that up. And believe it or not, this paint's been sitting around a while. Okay? And you can see that that's color. Okay? Now, of course, this is a pearl, so of course it's gonna move around. Come on over here. This will give you an example what the two-tone color of this car would look like. Can you see, give you an example what the two-tone color of this car would look like. Can you see that, Charlie? Okay. So, this is actually a urethane. They couldn't make it base coat because the original formula that was made for this, they didn't have the formula for it. So, motherfucker, dude, what the hell? Got me riding a fucking carousel here. So what we will do is we will go ahead and paint the blue today. Hopefully, if Charlie can get the rest of the pieces ready. We'll paint right here. You'll see that this door is in the paint booth and ready to paint. So I think Charlie just get his fucking camera down and be a good employee that he's been over here, Charlie. Be a good employee that Charlie's been. Thank you very much. Don't tell me I was all blurred out of that.
Nah.
Okay, be a good employee that you are, Charlie.
Alright.
Okay, let's get the rest of that clean. You're doing a beautiful job, bud. We know you are. You like working here?
Yeah.
I got that on film. Don't fucking slander me wearing my t-shirt. Let's get the hell out. Well, taping off a concourse restoration could be a real nightmare. Charlie's found that out, right, Charlie?
Yeah.
It's not like taping off a regular car. And what we got here, I'm taping it off for the first color. If you can, you gonna step all over my paper, Charlie?
I got it.
Thank you, bud. Well, it'd be nice if you didn't, you know? Okay, what I'm doing here is we've already explained that we're using single stage urethane on the light blue color because it's just what we're fucking doing. So, and then on the bottom part it's gonna be base coat, clear coat, but this will be dry for several days. We'll be able to tape it off, paint the base coat color, then we'll clear coat. Okay, what I've done here, Charlie has done this too. Okay. We went ahead, now instead of taping off all these holes like this, because we want this to be nice and black inside, okay? Because we put the factory original looking, you know, what is it, the finish, okay? We put the factory finish in there, and we don't want to get that all with oversight. Now, if the owner says, go ahead and shoot some paint on there because that's how it looked, then that's what we'll do. Until then, we're gonna leave it black. So I took a piece of paper, and instead of taping off each one of these little holes, like a lot of people do, I went ahead and just, do you see what I'm saying, Charlie? I went ahead and just put a whole piece of paper in there, see? Because this is already painted on this back side, it's already been painted, we don't need to worry about it, okay? And what that does, that saves me a lot of time from dicking around, fucking off with the stupid tape and paper, and it also saves me material, okay? Now, these are little dash pieces. These are aftermarket. This is an aftermarket item. The originals, okay, I'm sure the originals weren't made of plastic. I don't know if they were or not. They might have been. I might be, you know, shitting y'all. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think they're probably made out of something else because they probably had a vinyl cover on them. But if they weren't, you know, great. We got them. We went ahead and put these on. Now the way that I install those so they don't fall off is I go ahead and roll me a piece of tape. Can you see that, Charlie? Okay, so I take a piece of tape and I roll it, and then I stick it on here, and then what that's gonna do, it's gonna let me catch the corner of my stand. So when I paint it, it ain't gonna fall off, and I'll be able to get all around the edges. You see what I mean, Charlie? Now we're gonna go ahead and paint these pieces hanging up, because part of these edges show right here, and I wanna make sure to get all around the edges. And I wanna also be able to put a coat of paint